Did you know the story of Level 0 in the Backrooms? Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment which scary story we should investigate next. In our previous investigation, we discovered how a single, anonymous photograph published in 2019 became the foundation of the Backrooms legend. However, that investigation also revealed another mystery. Nearly every version of the story eventually leads to the same location, a place simply known as Level 0. According to the earliest community lore, Level 0 is considered the first area that people enter after supposedly no-clipping out of reality. It is commonly described as an endless maze of yellow, office-like hallways with stained wallpaper, damp carpet, and rows of buzzing fluorescent lights. Although the appearance seems ordinary at first glance, the environment is said to continue far beyond what should be physically possible. As we examined different versions of the lore, one detail appeared with remarkable consistency. While descriptions varied slightly between stories, the overall environment remained almost identical. The same yellow walls, the same monotonous lighting, and the same endless corridors appeared again and again, even when the accounts came from different writers and different online communities. No verified evidence confirms that Level 0 exists in the real world. However, its consistent description became one of the strongest foundations of the Backrooms mythology. Community documentation describes Level 0 as a place where normal rules of architecture no longer apply. Hallways may lead back to the same location without warning. Rooms can appear larger inside than they seem from the outside. Familiar landmarks often disappear when someone turns around, making navigation almost impossible. Unlike a conventional building, Level 0 is not presented as a place with a clear floor plan. Instead, it behaves like an environment that constantly shifts, preventing anyone from confidently finding an exit. One possible explanation for the unsettling feeling created by Level 0 comes from the psychological concept of liminal spaces. These are ordinary places that appear strangely empty, abandoned, or disconnected from their original purpose. Because they feel both familiar and unfamiliar at the same time, they often create a powerful sense of discomfort. This may explain why a simple yellow hallway became so memorable. The fear does not come from what can be seen, but from the unsettling possibility that something about the environment is fundamentally wrong. Across countless stories inspired by the Backrooms, several details continue to appear with unusual consistency. Endless fluorescent lights that never seem to turn off. The faint smell of damp carpet lingering in the air. A constant mechanical hum that never stops. And the growing feeling that every hallway looks exactly the same, making it impossible to know whether any real progress has been made. Although these descriptions belong to a fictional urban legend, their consistency has helped define Level 0 as the most recognizable location in the entire Backrooms universe. Our investigation concludes that Level 0 is far more than the setting of a horror story. It has become the shared image that defines the beginning of nearly every Backroom story. While no evidence proves that such a place exists, its repeated appearance across community lore has transformed it into the symbolic entrance to the Backrooms universe. Rather than relying on monsters or violence, Level 0 creates fear through isolation, repetition, and uncertainty. Based on the evidence collected in this case, Level 0 remains one of the most recognizable and psychologically unsettling locations ever created in internet horror. The investigation remains open, If you enjoyed this investigation and would like us to continue exploring the backrooms, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment telling us which case we should investigate next. Thank you for watching. This case is now closed.